All right, so don't mind the M4. It's a little dirty. It's a little naked in the front. Just removed the lip because it was all beat up. But it's about that time to do the 60,000 mile review. I had this thing for several years now. I think I'm qualified enough to do a little review on it, the 60K review. As you can see, we have a couple things done to it. Nothing crazy, but you know, just some tasteful additions to the car. All right, so let's talk about this 2020 BMW M4 F82 Competition. It is a 1 of 10 in this exact spec. It is a 6-speed manual transmission, Le Mans blue individual color, and not really many modifications. The only modification that isn't cosmetic is I have an AWE track exhaust on it. Had that for a majority of the ownership. And then other than that, it's just the aero. I had the carbon lip that got destroyed. I think I went through 2 or 3 of those. As you can see, we got the carbon fangs, we got the carbon side skirts, and the carbon diffuser, carbon spoiler. I did everything myself aside from the exhaust. And apart from that, I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh, we lowered it, got it on EMD Springs. That's one thing I would have done differently. Even though it looks really good, the ride isn't all that. Initially I thought it was, and it did feel decent at first, but over time I think the quality definitely did decline. I got it used. It was a 1 owner leased vehicle, certified pre-owned. It came with PPF in the front, and honestly overall it's been the best car that I've ever owned. I haven't owned a crazy amount of vehicles. Started with a 1996 Toyota Camry when I first got my license. Moved on to, I think it was like a 2011 Dodge Challenger RT manual, my first ever manual car. Learned to drive manual on that car. A few years after the Camry. Then after that, I got a 2020 wide body Scat Pack, as some of you would remember. It's what I started this channel with. That was a really fun car. Loved the look of that car. My first time modifying a car and really doing a lot with it. And then we moved on to this, and by far this has been the best car I've ever owned. Definitely is for a certain type of individual. It's not the most cost-effective car by far. Maintenance is expensive. It's not the best on gas. It's not horrible, but definitely not the best. I think I got an average of 18 to 19 miles per gallon total combined, which isn't the best. Probably a little better if you tune it, I would assume. I have seen some people got better gas mileage than that. I don't know how, but you know, it is what it is. Still not gonna be the best on gas. Tires are expensive. Overall, it's just an expensive vehicle to own. Obviously, you can get a used one with a lot of miles for, you know, a cheaper price initially, but you're still gonna spend a decent amount of money on it overall compared to, you know, some of the more cost-effective cars out there. So you just have to weigh it out, because it is gonna be one of the funnest cars by far that you can purchase at the price point. You know, in my opinion, the next best thing would be moving on to something like a Porsche. And obviously that's a different level. But I mean, the fact that you could get an M3, M4, you know, for $30,000, obviously it's gonna be a good amount of miles on it. It's pretty cool, you know. They're pretty reliable. I haven't had any issues with it for the most part. Recently, just barely. And I'm right at 60,000 miles. I had something come up with the chassis, and it ended up being a sensor, but I just moved to this area. It's very steep on the decline and the incline. You know, when we come in here, there's a lot of gravel, and I have to turn sharply. Obviously, it's a lowered vehicle. And when we first got here, I was coming down and I was turning very sharply. And I did get a lot of dirt on that time because I was still learning the angle that I needed to go at. And I think that something may have popped up in there because the sensor is pretty exposed, and just damaged the sensor. So that wasn't even really a thing to where, you know, it was more so just it happened because of that, not it was gonna happen anyways. But I have heard people have those, you know, issues occur when I was looking on the forums. Aside from that, and it was a fairly cheap fix. I think it was like 250 bucks altogether. Another thing is the hood latch on that side I did have to fix, and it's funny because it happened at pretty much at the same time. So got them both fixed for about 500 bucks total with everything included, so nothing crazy there. Other than that, I can't think of one issue that I've had with it. It's just been regular maintenance. I changed the brakes once, around 50,000 miles. Can't remember if it was the rear or the fronts, but I changed one of the brakes. The next set of brakes are gonna be due pretty soon. Brake fluid is due soon. So, I mean, that's all it's really been, is your regular maintenance from, you know, whatever intervals you do it at. I know 50,000 is one, I think around 20,000 is another. And other than that, that's been it. I can't say that I have anything bad to say about this car. If you can afford it, there's really no downside to owning this car, except maybe one thing. If you do want to modify it, you don't have to, but it's very highly recommended to pin the crank hub. That's a little annoying because it's something that you shouldn't have to do. But other than that, man, I'm struggling to find one bad thing that I would say about this car. So 60,000 miles, it's been a really good car. I've had tons of fun with it. I didn't get nearly as much content as I wanted to get with it. But with all that being said, the car is sold actually. So this is gonna be, if not the last video, it's gonna be one of the last videos we're making on the car. I am gonna get something different, something that we're still gonna be able to make content with. It is a pretty popular vehicle, very different from the M4, but the new car that's gonna be coming in is gonna be very, very different. So we'll see what you all think about that. But yeah, this is the end of the M4 era, and like I said, I can't think of anything bad to say about this car. I guess if I want to get nitpicky, the interior isn't the greatest, but I mean, even that, it wasn't really an issue for me. The performance is the best, aside from, you know, like I said, once you're getting into the 911 Porsches, however you want to say it, and other cars like that, the performance in this car, I've never driven a car with better performance, handling, just such a fun car to drive. And like I said, if you can afford it, there's no other car that I would recommend more than this one at this price point and in this category. So best car I've ever owned, and I'll probably own another one, honestly, eventually down the road. Maybe not an M4, probably want to go with an M3 next time. I don't know if it'll be an F80 or a G80, but one of the two. We shall see, but leave it at that. Amazing car.